Today, I'm going to stay well away from spawn because I feel like Clown is going to be hunting me. So hopefully I can stay alive, but yes, welcome back to Friend or Foe. This right here is where we left off. Out in the wilderness, thousands of blocks away, in the pouring rain. And I'd love to do the quest to get every single smithing template to get an extra life. But such a task requires a trail ruins. And you know what's up there? An old growth birch forest. And where can trail ruins spawn? Yep, you guessed it. In one of these biomes. So we might find one. It would be nice. Obviously, we know trail ruins are very rare, but I've had a bit of experience in searching for them, so you never know. So I can be hopeful. I'm also going to clear my inventory a little bit of anything that I don't want to lose if I die. So I mean, I'm throwing the leather away. The slow falling is probably going to be useful for another day. And I still have all my valuable items in this shulker box that I don't want to lose. So I'll just make sure I've got plenty of ender pearls because we know that Clown has like unlimited ones of them. And if I also grab a bit of sugar, I can do some brewing because I can now craft a fermented spider eye, which I couldn't craft in the end at the time. We'll go ahead and get some bottles of water and just get all that going. I feel like having invis is very, very useful in escaping. And in other news, I might as well cook this beef whilst I'm waiting. Get a bit more sugar cane. I never want to be caught out in the end without sugar again. Or anywhere for that matter. We'll chuck all of that into this ender chest. Okay, I need to put the actual brewing stand in. We don't want to lose that. But we... Flipping it, I got the shock of my life there. Just guy whacking me in the back. And PvP's not even on at this point, so I don't know why. Anyway, we'll go and do that. We'll put this in. It's just because I know that Clown is gonna... He's gonna hunt me again. He did it last episode. He'll do it again this episode. Especially since we're both on 8 lives. He wants me to be lower than him. You know, I'm now joint first place, and he wants to put a stop to that. But why do you think I'm going for place number, well, for life number 9? But then there's my other worry. I might be able to find a trail ruin, and in fact, we should be thinking ahead. Let's take out a chicken because we're gonna need a feather to be able to make a brush later on. We might need more than one. How many? Oh, we got 4 feathers. All right, we're all right in the feathers department. But yeah, I might find a trail ruin, but then I've got the issue of being in the same place to excavate it to get the smithing templates that I need. And that's where he could very easily hunt me down and cause trouble. See, PvP's on now. So straight away, I don't want to be in the same place. I want to be constantly moving now. You know, it could be a very early attack from him. We don't know. And I don't really want to know. It's also extremely hard to find trail ruins without elytra, isn't it? It makes it very difficult. This is great terrain for just ender pearl and across, isn't it, really? Got to keep moving. Don't have a tracker, so I don't know where Clown Pierce is. It could be anywhere at any time. Oh, no. Okay. Guys, I was just... we found one. Okay, this is good news. I was just about to say about my food. I've used all my fish. And I've just walked into one. Okay, so we've got a trail ruins. So as much as I said they're quite difficult to find, I think if you look in the right biomes, they're not too bad. Because they can also show up in these tiger ones. So that's good news. I've logged the coordinates. As I said, I'm not going to search it just yet. Because you just don't know who's after me or anything like that. And I don't want to be given any chances. I don't want to be just there sweeping away and then suddenly Clown appears. You know, that's just giving him too much opportunity in my book. There's also a ridiculous amount of mushrooms here, which I kind of want to grab them because having plenty of brown mushrooms is going to be a useful thing. I don't want them to be... Oh, look at this. I mean, I'm talking... There's loads of them. I mean, I'm never going to have to worry about... Oh, these red... Oh, this is a great place to be because there's all the red mushrooms as well. Now, like I say, I'm not going to spend too much time just gathering resources because, again, I don't want to get ambushed. But it's just good to know what's in this area because I can now come back to that trail ruins. I've got the coordinates and I can get loads of mushrooms. There's loads of brown mushrooms. There's the giant red mushrooms because I lost all of mine to Clown when he took me out when I was invis. Oh, we've reached the border of the world as well. Okay, so we've got to be quite careful now because we can't go any further out. All right, so instead we've got to turn a bit of a corner and keep moving. And like I say, I don't know who is where. That's the problem. I do have the ability to make player trackers if I wanted to, but at the moment I'm not going to do that because I want to avoid being wasteful. You know, I'm not going to track down and try and take out Clown, so there's no point doing it. Only when I have a plan to take him out do I want to be doing that. That's my thinking behind it. So really my whole thought process here is when PvP's on, I'm exploring, I'm seeing what I can find. I'm not staying in the same place too long. You know, keep moving. That's the way to be safe. And then when PvP's off, that's when I'm, you know, taking my time, you know, exploring trail ruins, going through the structures of whatever I need to do, all that good stuff really. Because yes, I have found a trail ruin, I'm very pleased with that, but the chances of all 4 of the smithing templates being in there pretty unlikely. You know, it does happen where they're all in there, but sometimes it doesn't. And then there's other structures that I'm going to need to find. Also, orchids are great because you can actually make the suspicious stew with them as well, rather than just dandelions. So I think grabbing those whenever I see them is worth it. It only takes a second to break them on the ground, doesn't it? And how cool does that look? It's like a mangrove swamp up a mountain and then into a jungle. Wow, that looks really, really cool. And we've reached the open waters. That's good because I believe well, first of all, it's a pretty safe place to be, is the open waters. And I believe some of the smithing templates will be out there. I'm just trying to see which ones I've got at first glance. And I think they're all at home, actually. So there'll be no first glance into to check these things. But I know monuments are a very important one to get the tied armor trim. And then the shipwrecks are another one. One of them gets you coast, one of them gets you tied. I get them mixed up, which is which. So finding shipwrecks or monuments will be useful. We also have a ruined portal over here. I'm just going to go and check it out, see if there's anything decent in it. And as time goes on more and more, I'm getting more and more confident that Clown will not come for me in this PvP. It's great to get a gapple, by the way, because we can't craft those, so they're always handy. Also got to be careful as I go in this direction, because I am going back towards spawn. But again, I probably don't have to worry too much about that because I'm over water. You know, I think Clown would really struggle to defeat me whilst we're in boats. He will have done very, very well if he does, to be honest. But I also know what Clown Pierce is like. He probably has some tricks up his sleeve, doesn't he? Got some ruins below me. You know, a sniffer could be something that's actually findable. A little sniffer egg. Don't need to be find that, though. More importantly, did I see a shipwreck? Yeah, there's one over there. And is the one... No, there's not one. It's just dirt. Oh, but there is one there as well. Okay. Got to be careful with this, though. Delving into a shipwreck. It's got to be a quick in and out, really, hasn't it? So here we go. We jump out. We swim down. We get a map. Not too bothered about the map, really. Okay. Straight away, we've got the coast armor trim. That's fantastic. I'm not going to waste my time with anything else, but I will just check. Emeralds. It's got to be useful. Gold and iron. Lapis, I don't really need those, we've got loads of them. And then we keep moving. No point going to the other shipwreck because I've got the one and only armor trim you can get there, and other than maybe some diamonds or something being there, there's nothing too worthwhile, so I'm not going to really waste time with it. A monument, on the other hand, would be absolutely perfect. That's what I'm going to aim to hopefully get, and I'm in the perfect place for it, aren't I, really? There's absolutely loads and loads of water around me. There is actually a monument at spawn that would probably be easier to get to because I know where it is, but once again, I'm way too far away. You know, I don't want to be going near spawn really at this time. And since there's not really any sign of a monument and PvP's starting to draw to a close, I think I head back to the trail ruin because excavating them is when I'm going to be at my most vulnerable. We've also got a dolphin here. Can we do a bit of swimming with the dolphin? Okay, I don't have an axe to break the boat, which I usually do. Come on, dolphin. Let's swim. Although I've just realised I've just swam well away from him. He can't keep up. Unless I had a lead, the dolphin's long gone. And that's what happens when you swim with Depth Strider 3 and Dolphin's Grace. And one thing that has to be noted with excavating a trail ruins is it's very time consuming. You can't go in all gung-ho. You've got to slowly mine all the gravel and make sure you don't mine any of the suspicious gravel. And another important thing to note is I am going to need 1 copper ingot to actually craft the brush. So I need to keep a bit of an eye out for that. I'll tell you what we'll do though. Let's be getting food on our way as well. We might as well. Oh, okay, this is a good cave. Do I want to? Do you think I can survive for 3 minutes in a cave if I suddenly got attacked? I reckon I could. Who knows? I might even attack back. Just need to see a little bit of copper. I mean, it's a very deep cave. Let's go for it. This is all getting a bit precarious because there's no copper that's easily seen. I've had to come down quite low. Although it has opened up a bit more. I can just ender pearl across here. If I was to die, the only items I'd be bothered about losing really is the armor I'm wearing. And then also this sword. I mean, the pickaxe I can replace easily. Even the sword is replaceable, but I'd rather not lose it. Here's the copper. Let's just grab a couple of the actual ores themselves. We can chuck away some kelp. We don't need that. And at this point, PvP's almost off, so hopefully I can just quickly get out of here. Yeah, at this point, digging out is going to be my best option. Alright, PvP is now off, so I've got this limited time to do the digging. The only issue I would say is I'm a little bit further away than I'd like to be from this trail ruin. So that's my own fault for going into a cave to try and get copper at such a late time. Used quite a few ender pearls to get here, but here we are. Now, let's start building a bit of a station, so we're going to go ahead and... Okay, I don't have an axe. I keep my axe in a safe place, you see. I should probably get a shovel out, though. That would help. But anyway, we're going to chuck all of that in there. It's actually quite a big mystery trying to work out what on earth I did with my shovel, because I have no idea. Oh, it's just in my ender chest. Never mind. All right, it's not that deep. We'll craft a couple of these. Just handy to have more than one. We can put one in an ender chest. And then I'll get to work carefully digging and brushing. Hopefully to find some good stuff, but if it's something like that, I'm not going to bother. I mean, that was a hanging sign. Not interested in that in the slightest. It's not an armor trim, I'll probably ignore it. I mean, we get pottery shards. I mean, they're going to know what I'm doing if I... Okay, I didn't get an achievement for actually. That's fine. I don't mind if I don't get one. But, oh, we got a brick, that's why. But yeah, armor trim's the main thing. That looks like a candle to me. So the good thing about this is I'm pretty experienced at doing it. I've done a lot of brushing in my time, so I kind of know what everything is before it even pops out and whether it's useful or not. You see, respecting the remnants, I did get the advancement, so now they are going to know that I'm doing this. But to be honest, I don't know. Clown will be like, oh, that's an opportunity, isn't it? Well, it's not. Alright, don't be coming after me. Such a steady process. I'd love to, before PvP comes back on, manage to excavate this entire place, but that could be a bit of a challenge. But I'll move as quick as I can. That is a crafting table down here. That's very nice. Is that another pottery shard? Kind of useless. Come on, armor trims, where are you? Also, emeralds. I'll take emeralds. They're kind of a useful little thing to get as well. Flint, I definitely don't need. First room fully explored, and it looks like we didn't get anything. And by my calculations, I've still got about 9 minutes until PvP comes back, so we're making good progress. Could it be? It looks like it's the first one. Okay, fantastic. That's great, great news. We've got the host one. Okay, 1 down, 3 to go. Okay, here's another one. Please be different to what I've already got. It is fantastic. We've got Wayfinder. All right, we're halfway there. We've just got to believe in the dream and hope that it stays alive. Another room has been cleared out. I don't know if there's actually any left. Is a little bit through here. And I do kind of get the feeling like PvP is going to come on at any moment. I don't think this is actually suspicious gravel. This looks like it's just normal. So I think it's a successful excavation from what I can tell. I don't think I've missed anything. Maybe this room. Oh, there is this room as well. This is where I'm getting worried now, though. I really feel like Clown Pierce could be close, and it's like, is it worth it to try and maybe get one extra trim quickly? My only saving grace would be that I am extremely, extremely far away. But there's still quite a bit of this to explore. It's not like, oh, I'm nearly done. So I say we don't take chances. We don't take risks. We keep moving. We keep safe. I'm sure anyone would look in there and think, oh, it's been excavated already, and then they wouldn't give it a second thought. I'm going to keep these nice and safe. We're putting them into a shulker box. PvP's not on, so I can take a second just to do this. 2 of them is not a bad little haul. I'll put these in here as well. Then there is that extra section that can still be explored. So that's good news. And I can once again be using the PvP time because it's going to come on pretty soon. I don't know the exact time, obviously, because it's slightly random. There's a range of time it could be. But I can still use the opportunity to search out for an ocean monument. Look at that. Who's in the distance? None other than Clown Pierce. So straight away, we know what his plan is. Alrighty, well, here's what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I am going to take this, I'm going to take off all my armor and put it into there. I'm then going to drink a potion of invisibility. I'm then going to do this. I'm going to pick all of this up, and I am going to get moving. See, PvP's on. I mean, he's timed it very well. I accidentally did not put my leggings in. I'm an idiot because I don't have space. Okay. Oh, no, oh, come on, SP, stop this now. Okay. This is, care has to be taken now, alright? Because he's obviously pursuing me. I've got to last for 20 minutes. Not what I wanted to be spending the time, but I did know that it was a big option, okay? I'm assuming it's Clown Pierce. I mean, it looked like him. It could be Quiff. I mean, it's not impossible. If it is Quiff, I'll probably try and take him on. I mean, I haven't really got the right gear for it, the strength or anything, but I still fancy my chances of taking him. But let's be honest, it's almost certainly Clown Pierce, isn't it? Why wouldn't it be? And that's why I'm glad I got out of the trail ruins when I did. No point staying in them, playing the risky game. There's absolutely no need for that. No heroics. Go ahead and throw a pearl and grab my boat. And you can see I take quite a bit of damage every time I throw a pearl, which is why I've got to be careful about constantly pearling across the land. So happens when you no armor, though. I mean, invis strats. We're going to see if invis strats are the way. I just don't want to. I mean, I don't want to lose my armor. Like I said, I can afford to lose a pickaxe. This is everything I'll lose. The shield, yeah, it's going to be a little bit annoying, but it's. I mean, it's honestly not going to be too bad. And I can keep eating and then pearling, so I can. That's going to be fine. It's just going to be a case of using up a bit of food. And yeah, I mean, this is all. It's a risky strategy to be going around with no armor. It is invisible, no armor. But it does seem to kind of work. I mean, it worked last time in my escape. It might work again. Just got to make sure, I'm not really seeable. I mean, when he sees a boat, that's a little bit suspicious, you could say. Well, more than a little bit suspicious. But he can't move in the water as fast as I can in a boat. So all he can do is try and shoot me. And granted, if his arrows land, I'll be in a little bit of trouble. But other than that, I should be fine. The only thing that annoys me is I couldn't tell if it was Clown or Quiff. I just assumed it was Clown. I thought that was the safer thing to do. to just get out of there, not to ask any questions, stick to the plan. But if it was Quiff, like I said, I think I would have taken him. It wouldn't have been an easy battle, and had Clown Piers come and third-partied, I probably would have been in trouble. But I did just feel like safety was the best policy. Always feel safe over the water, but this is where things once again get a little bit more dicey, as I am going to have to traverse the terrain. Don't want to lose my boat either, but anyway, both times that plan has worked. We could very, very quickly swap out the brush. There we go. And that way now, at least, I'm not going to lose that. We're going to go like this. How are we doing for invis? 139. So, yeah, the shield's safe. I think it makes sense. The only thing I'm having to keep is the pickaxe, which again, I don't mind losing the pickaxe, really. It's just, you know, rather than losing all my armor, all my tools, and my pickaxe, losing a bit of food and a few pots, you know, that's not really a massive problem. I am also gonna have to use 3 invis potions for the entirety of PvP one way or another, so I might as well, yeah, just use that now. And I have scaled this mountain, but I've got to be careful with these pearls, because I've kind of got to be able to see where I'm throwing it to. If I throw it and I land on a mountain and die of fall damage, like that could very easily happen. You know, I'm armorless, I'm running through. I am fortunate that this is happening during the daytime, but soon it's going to be night and there's going to be a lot more mobs around. So again, that's got to be, you know, care taken. And if I'm not mistaken, I did already find armor trims at a jungle pyramid, but I did use some on my armor, so I don't know if I used them all up or not. So I have got to probably find some more, which means, you know, I mean, they're not hard to find, are they, really? So I keep an eye out for one just in case, although I do highly doubt that I would actually stop and explore one just at the moment. Also, we've got a mesa here, which is good, because I need to find a desert pyramid. That's another one on the list of things to find. So it's good that, you know, we might be able to find well, what I'm saying is, you usually find deserts attached to mesas, all right, just with the way that Minecraft world generation works. I also don't see anyone behind me at the moment. I'm very glad that I spotted them, man. I might have even spotted them before they spotted me and got well away. I'll be disappointed if it is Quiff, because I really wanted to take him out. But like I say, if Clown Pierce is out there, I'm not risking it. I will fight him again, but as I said, it's on my terms now. He's got to hunt me down. The onus is on him to come and get me, not the other way around. I'm not taking it to him. And what did I say about a desert, ladies and gentlemen? Can't believe some of you might have doubted me. I'm never wrong. I'm probably wrong quite a lot, really, aren't I? But anyway, let's just throw that ender pearl down here. Oh, we're right above a mine shaft as well. There's a desert village over there, which isn't what I'm after. And it does sort of lead to an ocean. I don't want to be going that way then. I want to kind of head around. See, look who... Okay, it's Clown Pierce. Okay, there we go. Well, that confirms that. So let's just get in a boat and get moving, ladies and gentlemen. I was right. He's been sailing the 7 seas trying to get me. And now he sees me. Now he's in pursuit. Okay, this is where things are going to get very, very interesting, all right? He's going to try and land some arrows. 1 arrow hit, and I'm in big, big trouble. I'm going to just move that to there. Okay, now... he's got to do some pretty good shooting to do this. And he's going to get further behind. Okay, he's dolphin it as well. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Okay, I'm out of the boat. I'm out of the boat. There's no way he knows where I am. There's no way, okay? We just keep swimming now. Now, I do actually... I'm in a little bit of trouble here, but... yeah, I don't know, because he has Depth Strider and I don't. And I also don't have... Oh man, this is actually kind of bad. But, hold on a second. Hold your horses. Oh, nope. Well, I was taken out by the grand escape plan didn't really work because I didn't have Depth Strider and he did. And he must have jumped in the water, used a dolphin, just caught up to me really, really fast. And then I was in big trouble after that. And as soon as I put the boat in my hand, he then saw where I was. So, GG Clown, but don't you worry, because I'm SB737 and I didn't really lose much, as I said. You know, I did plan for this. Like, I knew Clown Pierce was going to hunt me. I didn't want to be in the battle. I didn't want to have to try and escape. I mean, I probably could have, if I had all my good armor, done a good escape. What is this here? Oh, these are my golden carrots that Minnie owes me. That's great news. Fantastic. So, like I said, he didn't really get much from me. I'm now immune from PvP for the rest of the episode, which is really, really good news. Yeah, the Silk Touch pickaxe is probably the only annoying loss. I have, as you can see, a normal pickaxe in there. And we can start to see how many armor trims I've got. I believe I've been putting them in one of these chests. Here we go. So you can see... Oh, we've got quite a few, actually, which is good to see. Plenty more to be found. And now I have this situation where I can either go for them or I can try and come up with my other plan to get Clown Pierce and start working on that. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab all the golden carrots. I'm sure Mini owes me way more than that. I'm sure he owes me like 10,000. But anyway, he's paying his debt slowly, little by little. But here's what I do. I think today we try and get the other armor trim templates because we've pretty much got everything. You know, I've got this immunity, which is like the safest time to be going around exploring and finding it, isn't it? I'd rather be doing it now whilst it's much more safe to do so. I also did lose my brushes. Oh, I'm so sad that I lost my brushes. Not really. I could easily get the feathers and the copper and make new ones. So that, you know, I didn't mind losing those. I don't even know if I'm going to need the brushes, but if I do come across the trail ruins, I want to be a little bit prepared. Look at this. We've got some here. And with the fortune, you get loads of copper per one. I think I've played that actually very well, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very pleased with it, actually. Sure, it'd be nice to go toe-to-toe with him, but as you can see, he's constantly hunting for me, and he's going to keep thinking that he can constantly hunt for me. But all I'm doing is gathering data. I'll be able to watch his video now and see, oh, how did he see me in the water? You know, could he see the particles well? Was it difficult for him to see? Obviously, when I went to try and get in the boat, maybe that cost me a little bit because he was looking in the wrong area for a little bit, and then he will have seen the boat in my hand. He will have seen me get in the boat, so maybe that was my mistake. But it was also tricky because I was drowning, so yeah. And he had the tracker, so there was a few different factors. I was just trying to spot a chicken so I could get more feathers, but there doesn't seem to be any around. And all along there was one right on my house, on the hill of my house as well. There's my brushes. There are 17 armor trims in total, and I, at the moment, have 7 of them. This is including the netherite upgrade one as well, which I've already got, so that's good. And I did use the jungle trims on my armor, so unfortunately that... Oh, Quiff has done a subspace bubble. Where's he going? Interesting. But yeah, I will need to find another jungle pyramid, unfortunately. You may also see here the extra life quests, which quite a few have actually been done now. Mini did this one, and they did that one, which leaves just 6 extra live quests. The biggest one being reach 10 kills, because Clown Pierce is now on 8. And the closest behind is me on 5, so I've got a bit of catching up. I need to start taking out Mini and Quiff a bit more. But right now, I'm going to focus on getting those trims, and it starts with me going to Clown's house, actually, because I need to use his ender chest. Yeah, because I don't have any ender chests on me, and I don't have Silk Touch. I can't just be easily using them. I wonder if it'd sell me my Silk Touch pickaxe back. I mean, like I said, it's pretty low effort for me to get one. I will just have to find a few diamonds. Clown Pierce has also completed the achievement subspace bubble. He must have, yeah, must have come back through the nether. He might be kind of close to this area, actually. He's going to get suspicious when he sees me in his house. I'm sure he'll be fine. Now then, where is his ender chest? Here we go. I could just use that. Don't mind if I do. I did have a trap set up on the other side of this portal, so we just light it and then just, you know, entice him to maybe go through it at some point. I don't think he ever will, but you never know. As I said, there's a monument down here, which means they will drop the armor trims. My only thing is, I wouldn't have minded keeping them alive, and then I can easily use them as a trap, if you know what I mean. The mining fatigue trap, I think, could be very, very useful indeed. So I need to think about it, really. I suppose maybe we leave this one here. We don't even have a boat. But what we'll do is, yeah, we'll forget about going into there and getting them, because we'll think, well, we'll leave those for a more, you know, more important situation. And I'm sure I'll come across other monuments with you know, the chance for me to get those. And I can do that later on. You know, there's much harder ones, like find a woodland mansion. That's going to be a task. Getting another trail ruins, again, is going to be a task, because I don't think I need to go back to the one I was just at, because I did clear out about 90% of it anyway. There you go. What did I tell you? There's one down there. Here we go. I'm about to get attacked by about 1,000,000 of these, but if I just swim down, I should be fine. And we can go in, and we can start hitting you. But actually, before I do that, let's also go down here and break into this section. That way, I should be able to easily find them both. Look at that. I got the mining fatigue, but not before I managed to get in. So that's, you know, that definitely is going to save me time. And all we have to do to defeat this guy is just keep hitting him and going around the pillars. That'll keep me safe. We don't get greedy. We don't go for 2 hits because we don't want to damage our armor even. We just want to be nice, slow and steady. And did he drop the tide armor trim? We will find out in a second. He sadly did not, but that's fine, because now that we're in this section, we can easily just swim all the way around the outside corridor, get a bit more oxygen from the water, and then battle the next one. This one's actually easier. It keeps swimming away from it. I think if you go inside... Okay, we got it. Fantastic. We got the tide armor trim. To get out of here, I've just got to swim all the way back around to where I just was, which is just up here. And that's now 8 trims down and 9 to go. I've sailed to a jungle. Let's see if we can find a temple. Never mind, it looks like it was the world's smallest jungle. Well, that's great, isn't it? Oh, no, hang on. It carries on over there. And there's a portal there. Okay, apparently either I've made that portal or somebody else has. It's like it's not the first time someone's been here. When I'm on the move exploring, it's also always a great little opportunity to get a bit more food, isn't it? And through the trees. Okay, I see one. Hopefully it's not the one I've already been to. And mentioning about the woodland mansion, because that's a tricky one. Wait, is that... Oh, I wonder if I've been to that desert pyramid. Chances are if I've been to one of these, I've been to both. But regarding the Woodland Mansion, I did find one a few episodes ago, and I have the coordinates written down, so I can go and find that too. I did have to take out of Oakers once upon a time. I can't tell. Okay, I have been here. Did I take all the armor trims that might have been that? I probably did. Either I've been here or somebody else has, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's also kind of to be expected. I actually remember being in this exact spot, so really, if I want to find new areas, I need to go more in this direction, don't I? Because I've kind of been that way. Although the Woodland Mansion is somewhere in that way. Oh, it's a bit of a tempting one. Tell you what, whilst I'm in the vicinity and I know where I can go and almost... There's no guarantee that I'll get the template there, because it might not be in any of the chests. But whilst I'm in the vicinity and I know where it is, I should head in this direction just in case. I'm kind of running alongside a jungle as I'm heading in this direction. So I've actually been to this village. I recognize it. This is where I got the cats. Why did I get... Did I just need to breed them? I think, anyway, if my memory serves me correctly, I've been to this village. I've explored more of this world than I realised. But yeah, there might be another jungle temple inside this jungle. So whilst I'm heading in that direction, I can kind of do it going through here just to see if there's any other useful structures. And you can also get trail ruins in jungles. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything, but, you know, the thought is what counts. There is also another old-growth birch forest in the direction I'm heading. And a mountain that looks like it could have an ancient city below. So I reckon I travelled through this biome to maybe find a trail ruins, and I dig down under this to maybe find an ancient city. It's also good that I found a bit of iron, because I could do with shears to mine up some wool. That does all assume that I actually find an ancient city, but at the very least I can hear Skulk's sensors going off, which means we're in a deep dark area. I've hit bedrock, so not quite where I want to be, but I can use the Skulk sensors to work out where the cave is. Here we go. Now to do a bit of exploring to see if it connects to anything. Indeed it does, but I need an ancient city. At the moment, it's just a normal deep dark cave. Tell you what, if I had a hoe, I might as well craft one. The reason I'm grabbing a hoe is because if you mine Skulk, there's a higher chance that there's diamonds below, because diamonds tend to spawn when, well, they spawn more often when they're not attached to air. So it is worth just having a quick look, isn't it? And it's a good way to get a bit of XP. Didn't get anything from that iron hoe, but in the meantime, the iron has been smelting, you know, which is a bonus. We've got 4 more. We'll just leave it at that, I think. I'll craft another hoe because I'm going to need it in the deep dark if there's anything to find. Got the shears as well whilst I had the crafting thing open. Cave kind of goes... Whoa, look at this. It goes into a lush cave, into a mine shaft. Look at this. And there's diamonds. Fantastic. And there's an ancient city. Okay, this is the coolest area I've ever been in, I feel like. And all I've got to be careful of is that I don't spawn any wardens. I don't want to be dying down here or anything like that. But yeah, getting extra diamonds, always useful. And as for the ancient city, well, this is where 2 of the armor trims are, plus notch apples. I could build the warden disabler, but I don't have the materials on me. So instead, I'm going to put hitboxes on, and I'm going to do a somewhat risky method where I box the warden up using wool. Oh, okay, already we got one of the armor templates. That's fantastic. And also a hoe that's way better. So that's 2 very good things to find. And in this chest... Oh, okay. I was going to say there's loads of stuff. I'm going to start collecting name tags. I feel like it's a good thing to have. And Swift Sneak, $3. Always useful. And from here, I'm going to do some mining. I'm going to grab wool. Because in order to box the warden in, that is what I'm going to need. And I'm also going to need nerves of steel as well, aren't I? If I mess it up, it will not end well. And I'm going to try my best to not set off shriekers if I can. But when it's something like this, I mean, I think I can just about get away with it in this situation. But it is kind of tricky. So some of the time, it will be possible. And some of the time, I'm just going to end up spawning a warden. Okay, we've got another ward one. We don't really want that too much because I've already got it. It's the silence one that we want. That is extremely rare, and I'd be surprised if we do get it today. Also found a minecart chest with nothing in it. And at the very least, I'd like to find some notch apples down here. That would be very good, wouldn't it? And the fact that I do have Swift Sneak does make exploration quicker. Diamonds galore down here as well when you're searching the right places. Okay, we set off the first shrieker. Of course we did. Might as well mine some up just in case. And I'm hoping I don't set off another one. I'm going to end up setting that one off, aren't I? Maybe I can block it. We'll see. This is the best I can do. Yeah, it was alright. Another Swift Sneak 3. I accidentally set this off, didn't I? I think I set that off and then it set that off by mistake. Let's just mine that straight away. There we go. That's safer, isn't it? And, ooh, well, I don't want Curse of Pine, but Mending and Prop 4. It's actually kind of nice. There goes another one. Alright, Warden's coming any moment now. One more shriek and I'm done for. Something tells me it's going to be that one up there. Unless I'm very, very clever. Very, very careful. There we go. Look at that. Worked perfectly. And in the chest, it wasn't even worth coming for, was it? More leggings. That's fantastic. There is quite a lot of loot here that I don't need, which is good. I don't know if I should really ever be collecting up the music discs. I'm going to spawn a ward now. I'm going to try and mine them both. Here we go. Nope. Failed. Okay. Here we go. So we go like this. We go like this. We get him in. And he's boxed up. Fantastic. Now, the only way he'll know I'm in the area is if I'm within 6 blocks, he will be able to sniff me out. So that is where I just have to be careful. But it won't be able to hear me. It'll just be able to smell me. And now if there's any skulk streakers that go off within that vicinity, they're not going to spawn another one because there's one already there, which does make things safer. And before you know it, because he can't sniff anything and there's nothing going on, he'll just climb back in the ground. So the strategy does work. I feel like if there's any shriekers around here, these might spawn a warden. No, let's have a look. No, we're good. And we'll take them. There's a shrieker here. Get rid of it. I'll tell you what. There comes a point where you just don't know what to do with all these leggings, don't you? Put another diamond down there, which is good. But first, let's climb all the way up here. In the chest, compasses, I think they're going to be good because I can just make player trackers with them. So might as well do that. We don't want to land near that because it will go off, won't it? Or that one. Okay, I'm kind of surrounded here. Let's just go. Yep, we're safe. And we can mine more diamonds. I'll tell you, if nothing else, we've at least found a good amount of diamonds down here, haven't we? And there's a... Oh, no. Okay, let's just check what's in here and then I think we leave. I think we've searched everywhere. Yeah, there's no point hanging around. I think I have done a complete lap of the entire ancient city. So, yeah, there's no point me hanging around, especially with a warden over there. I think this is the one that I searched first, right? Yeah, it looks that way. Yep, I've put rotten flesh in there. So, yeah, I've already been here. We've cleared it out. That's fine. Yeah, there's a warden over there, but let's not worry about him. At the very least, I got something out of this mining trip. I got diamonds. I got the ward armor trim, which is very handy and also means I've now got 9 out of the 17 trims. Yeah, plus some emeralds as well. Never hurt anybody. I'm sure we can throw away some wool now. And at this point, I say it's time to dig my way out. And this is also a great opportunity to get more mushrooms, which is always worth doing when you're in the vicinity. I'm not going to go to another ancient city. There could be ones around, but I'm also going to traverse through this spruce taiga biome because, again, there could be a trail ruins. Although it's not looking too promising. It looks like the biome's coming to an end. So that's a bit of a shame. Although having said that, it does end that way. But it does carry on a little bit in this direction. And what have we got here? Another one. And this time, I can do it in peace. Okay, hopefully, I have what I need. We're going to use the brush carefully on so many different blocks. And we are going to get busy excavating. Okay, this is a good start. Please be one I haven't got. Come on, be a brand new one. Wayfinder. Which, unfortunately, is a duplicate of what I already had. Okay, I knew it was going to be too good to be true. But on the plus side, we're in a great spot. And I'm sure there's plenty more trims to be found down here. Here we have another one. Please be new. Come on. And yes, this time it is. We've got Razor, which is the 10th one out of the 17. Just 7 to go. Could it be? Could it be the only one I haven't got? Please. It's a 50-50 chance because it's not one I've found already in here. Let's just throw away the cobble. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's not. We already have host. But at least now I know if I find one that I can't pick up, it will be the trim that I'm looking for. Hey, an emerald. I can't say no to an extra emerald. And if you're wondering, it's Shaper that we're after. Okay, Shaper's the one I'm missing. I don't know. There's some seeds. There's a few suspicious gravel around here, but that's just more seeds. Are they just all going to be seeds? Okay, that's not a suspicious gravel. Okay, I thought it was at first glance, but I was very, very wrong. This, on the other hand, is one, and it's a plant pot. Oh, this is good. Well, it's kind of cool anyway. We've got the music disc. You know, this is a rare thing. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's still a cool little extra thing to have. Found another one. Come on. Yes! Okay, this is it. This is Shaper. Which means I can throw my brush away. I don't actually need that anymore. There we go. We now have every single one that you need from the trail ruins. Which means I might as well get out of here. I'm just trying to work out how to get out of here. That's the next question. Where did I dig down? Was it in here? Ah, I've got it. And we're also now pretty close to where the woodland mansion is. Just in running in this direction. It's only a few hundred blocks over here. Just got to scale a mountain in the process. Which I'd say can be easier done with ender pearls. But these are my last 3 pearls that I have in my inventory. And as I don't have soul touch, I can't just go into my ender chest. There it is. This is why when you find something, you always write down the coordinates, ladies and gentlemen, because it could come in handy later on. And there's not much benefit of me taking out the mobs. I probably will just so I can get the emeralds. Obviously, I can't get totems, but the emeralds will be quite handy for making player trackers, so that's why I'll go for them. It is a dangerous place, really, so I've got to be careful, keep my wits about me. And my main goal is to find chests. Not these kind of chests. These are all empty. No, actual loot chests. In fact, this is perfect. This is a great little find because this is the secret staircase that always leads to a chest. Not every mansion has them. Clearly, this one does. And at the end, I tell you what, I'll take a diamond chestplate. That is actually very nice indeed. We don't actually need those now, do we? So yeah, a good start. Obviously not the armor trim. It would have been perfect if that was there. But a diamond chestplate is almost just as good because that's saved me 8 diamonds if I need to make another one. There is also a lace here, but I don't think I'm going to bother with them because getting them back will just be a nightmare. Keep finding this room where it's got like the dark oak tree. Is it? Wait. Is it? It's in the shape of an oak tree. for this dark oak wood. Very interesting. Never mind. Anyway, I'll move on to the second floor and see if we can find. Oh, okay. You want to give me some emeralds, mate? That's absolutely fine. Gotta be careful when it's the evokers. That's because Vexes are the big nightmare when it comes to these kind of places. But yeah, let's see if we can find chests on the next level. Did just go past an evoker, and I think he's spawned in some Vexes, so expect to see them flying around after me. I just kind of bypassed him and kept moving. I would argue that maybe it's useful for me to take some books. Maybe just get a stack of them. This is what I needed. Shulker boxes. I need to get more silk touch pickaxes. I think that's probably the next priority for me, isn't it? Because dying and then not having any is very annoying. Why is there no ladder? There's always a ladder. Why? Okay, why are you guys trapped here? Are you having a boxing match? I've just released them, actually. Let's build up then if there's no ladder. And we've got it! Fantastic! We've got the Vex, which means there's not really any reason to have to stay here. But I'll probably explore the rest of the place just in case. You know, then I can deal with Vexes like you. And it has to be said, taking on these guys, getting emeralds, all very, very good. Just got to keep moving. If I get, you know... Oh, there's a hole there. And we're just... Okay, we're fine. We're just ruining the entire building because of these creepers. Really, I've got what I need. I should just leave. But is that little part of me that's like, well, what if there's a chest with a notch apple in? It could be worth it. And then there's the other part of me that says, well, at some point, you're going to have to find the silence armor trim, which requires searching loads of ancient cities. And in doing that, I'll get more than enough notch apples anyway. So is it really worth it? Those are my two things. I tell you what, just an idea. How useful could Vexes be for a trap? Because Vexes are pretty powerful. It's not like you can go and hide in the walls. You have to physically run away. Now, I know I'm taking out all of these guys, but I'd use a raid if I was going to, you know, get all the Vexes that I want. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. I'll put it on the back burner. I'm also going to leave because, okay, if I can just get out, thank you. Okay, well, that was a good MLG, wasn't it? Straight into it. The reason I'm leaving is because I don't want to die to these guys, to put it quite simply. And I don't think there was anything left in there. I think I did explore every single room. So at least we got it. There was a 50% chance you get it in a chest, and we searched 2 chests. So that was about right for the odds. Plus getting the diamond chest plate, of course, a nice extra bonus. And there's another massive mountain in front of me. I think I should have a little look. I mean, is this under this might take me underneath the mountain anyway. Don't know why I'm keeping sponge. I think I'm just going to grab some dripstone for now. I might end up throwing it away if I run out of space, but dripstone, you know it, always very, very useful to have. And yeah, I'm hoping that in going down here, I'll end up going below the mountain where there might be a deep dark. It's hard to say from all the way up here. We've got another mine shaft though, which is good because that means it'll kind of tunnel through the ground. Hopefully it tunnels in this direction, although it doesn't look like it. Oh, Clownface has left the game. Looks like I'm here all by myself now. Oh, he's joined the game. He's back. Also, doesn't look like my plan worked, and I'm just going to have to go to the mountain and dig down. This is a good bit of mountain. I'm going to dig down right about here and see what will become of me. Okay, well, we're ended up in another lush cave. Man, I'm finding a lot of these lately. And really, I don't want to be in here. There's just a million mobs. It's kind of scary. Let's just dig down. Let's block that up before a creeper decides to jump in the hole with me. That would not be fun. And, okay, we're into a deep dark. And an ancient city. We just dropped straight in. Fantastic. Oh, there's diamonds up there. I kind of have to go from. I don't know what my warden level is at the moment, but I'll end up mining more wool, I think, just to try and be safe. But yeah, let's first build up here. We're safe to build upwards. And this tower will also act as a good way for me to see where I started and finished, and maybe even see where to build up and out of. Who knows? Still got my trusty shears. I don't know what I'm going to get rid of, to be honest with you. Probably the compasses. They're probably the most useless thing when I look at everything that I've got. And so it begins. The search for silence again. As I've already said, this is without a doubt the hardest one. Just set up a shrieker, and the bottles of XP are actually kind of useful, but not useful enough for me to know what to take out of my inventory. Quite a few shriekers here. Wouldn't be surprised if I spawn a warden. I'll try not to, but it could happen. We're good there. I mean, there comes a point where you only need so many lickings, don't you? And this is certainly one of those points. Let's once again do something like this. And, you know, more... Wait, we've got it! I didn't even notice it, ladies and gentlemen. That's huge. I'm going to get rid of those 8 mushrooms. That is huge. That is the hardest one out of everything. All I've got to do is now finish searching this place without dying, getting home. Really, that was the only thing that's going to stop me from getting an extra life. We could get the life back that we lost today sooner than expected now, because I don't think anyone is going to be anywhere near doing that quest. And I'm telling you, the luck required there, that was serious. Look, I haven't even found a notch apple yet, have I? Just found a lot of bottles of XP. I reckon instead of maybe the name tags, I should start collecting the XP bottles. Actually, I should get rid of Host and Wayfinder because I already have them at home, okay? There's no point keeping those. And then I'll have space for the notch apple when I inevitably find it, right? I'm hoping so anyway. I love being able to crouch and move really, really fast. It really makes life easier. We got one. Fantastic. Okay. That's great news because now I've got everything. I can just go around mining up the chests. Another notch apple would be fantastic. Of course, I'd love to find that. But if I don't find it, I don't mind. I'm more bothered about the silence trim because that's where to lie. I'm trying to think what is going to be difficult for me to get now. Like, there's 4 more to go. I've got to search nether fortresses for the rib one. Although a warden is about to spawn in. Maybe it would be a good time to leave right about now. Wait, a warden isn't going to spawn in. Okay, obviously my warden time thing has gone down more than I realised. Oh, now one's definitely going to spawn. Where is it going to spawn at, though? I don't even know. Is it above me? Oh, okay, it's above me. Alright, well, let's just keep moving away then. I mean, you can't smell me from here, so I'm probably far away enough where I'm safe. It's just AI, okay? It's just lines of... Okay, here we go, right. So we take this one on. Oh, it's a tricky one. I failed big time. Okay, let's just move out of here. I actually would not be opposed leaving the entire ancient city. So I just get the feeling now there's 2 wardens. Obviously, that strategy all depends on where they spawn. Okay, we've just got another one spot. I've already been there. Yeah, oh, he's climbing out the ground there. Okay, well, I saw him pop in. I could have probably trapped him and been okay. Oh, there's another one spawning behind me. Code red, ladies and gentlemen. It's a code red. Just got to stay crouched, all right? I can crouch and sprint, jump, and that's fine because you can do that with Swift Sneak. Alrighty. We've lost darkness. We've got a notch apple. We've got all this stuff. To die to a warden would be tragic, wouldn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It would be so sad and unnecessary. So I'm not going to allow it to happen. All right, we can dig out with the Swift Sneak. We can dive mine really quickly as well, and then we can dig upwards. As far as this extra life quest is concerned, we have definitely done the hardest part. Now I just need to go to an end city, a fortress, a desert temple, and a jungle temple. And in my opinion, all of those are very easy to find. As an added bonus, we found a lot of diamonds. You can just see right here, we found quite a few. At least 3 ores. Let's see what we can mine. Okay, we can actually mine a little bit. Let's build up a bit more. And there's a few. Plus this one in the corner, which is actually 2. Tell lights 3. Okay, that's fantastic, because with the fortune 3, we're going to be getting loads. All right, if any of you pick up my diamonds, I will not be happy. But as I was saying, I've got loads of diamonds. We've got 31. We've got an extra notch apple, which is absolutely huge. So it's really not worth risking it all and losing it all. I can't actually go to the nether either at this point because I don't have any obsidian on me. I could find some obsidian probably and do it that way, make a portal. But even then, I don't have flint and steel, so I've got to put in some effort to light it. It's not really an excuse, but what I will do is head back homewards. Look at this, a lovely little village by the water. But yeah, I'll head back kind of in the direction of home, but not where I went to get to this point. And hopefully I'll come across the jungle and the desert that I need. Oh, I found one. Right, I've got to do it, haven't I? I've got to make a portal. It just makes sense. Otherwise, I'm going to be running forever and ever and ever, aren't I? And I'm in no rush to get this extra life because, again, I think it's going to be ridiculously difficult for anybody else to get it. But there's no way somebody gets it in the next episode. Maybe in a few episodes' time it's possible. I don't know. I mean, it kind of could be worrying, but I can keep an eye on the advancements because somebody... Well, they'd have to go into a trail ruins and I'd get an advancement, so I'd know if somebody was working on it. So I don't think anybody will yoink it. I also got ridiculously lucky, didn't I, in getting the silence armor trim. I don't think anybody else gets that kind of luck either, so... You know, I think everything will be fine. And whilst I wait for this to light, I might as well gather up more obsidian. That's a very useful thing to have, is obsidian, isn't it? Something's burning also. I'm hoping that it's the portal. Nope, it's just the wood. All right, well, that's not ideal, is it? If I maybe get rid of a load of... to be honest, the whole forest is starting to burn down by the looks of things. I've mined up quite a bit, and a portal has lit. Okay, fantastic. We'll mine all that up then. I'll get a little bit more obsidian as well whilst I'm here. Maybe just another... I don't know, 4, 5, 6 pieces. Keeps things nice and healthy in that department. I've ended up getting over 40, which at some point I'm going to use it all. Even if it's for traps and stuff, obsidian is super important. And unless I go to the end, there's not really anywhere where I can just get it easily in abundance, which is why I'm just going the extra mile to get a little bit extra. But I think at this point, I've got enough. I want to keep cracking on. I want to get home. Hopefully, we're going to see a fortress on the way, as they're generally not too hard to find. But we'll have to see. I'm sure time will tell. I'm also just grabbing netherrack. It's just a handy building block to have. And traversing through a basalt delta is going to be a little bit of a challenge. At least from down here it is. It might be easier if I go higher up. Unfortunately, there was no joy in finding a new fortress. I'm pretty certain that this is an old one, so it won't have the rib armor trim in, so it's kind of a waste of time. But I'll have a look. Of course, I'll have a look. You never know. It could be worth it, especially because there's spawners here. But I'm pretty certain. Well, the fact that the spawners didn't just instantly spawn, which means blazes, means that there have been people here before, and that means that the chests won't have new loot in either. Anyway, yeah, you can see someone's been here. Let's not waste time. When I'm serious about finding those final armor trims, then I can worry about them. But I think in this episode, I've done everything I wanted to do. It was a little bit annoying to lose a life, but at the same time, I did it in such a way where I wouldn't lose all my gear. So I'm pleased with the way that I managed to do that at the very least. And in the next episode, I'll have a much better strategy in place to make sure I survive Clown Pierce. This really was just a, let's explore the land. Let's maybe try and work towards the extra life quest. I would have liked to survive, but I'm not going to camp in one place over the void and see if he can get, you know, like, I'm not going to do that kind of thing. And the goal is always to try and kill Clown Pierce in some way, but to do it in a way where he's much more vulnerable. That's not always easy because mechanically he is such a good player, but all I know is it's not impossible. Now, I am immune from PvP, but I kind of want to see what he's up to. I'm not gonna battle him. I'm not gonna do anything, you know, no fighting, but I can go and find him and see what he's up to. Of course, first things first, let's drop off all the... What on earth is a creeper doing in it? I just heard it. I thought everything was gone. I thought my whole life flashed before. Oh my god. I mean, even if it blows up the chest, it would have been a pain. What on... No. What are you doing, creeper? I've been playing Minecraft for how many years and I still can get the fright of my life from a creeper. Oh man. Right, well, that was terrifying. As I was saying, let me drop off my stuff to here. As you can see, got a few player trackers. Why don't we just use one and see where he is? Oh, never mind. You can't track someone for 24 hours after you've died. I forgot about that. Well, unless I want to return to PvP, which I don't want to do, I'm not going to track him. I'll instead just leave him up to do whatever he wants. And I would say that's a pretty successful episode.